대통령님의 미후의 연설의 주요 부분을 발췌해 소개하고 내용의 의미를 생각해보고자 이 자리에 섰습니다. 먼저 연설 내용의 주요 부분을 원문으로 복기해보고 번역문을 상단 화면에 띄우겠습니다. Mr. Speaker, Madam Vice President, honorable members of the United States Congress, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear citizens of America, a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to a proposition that all men are created equal, I stand before the nation with the conviction of freedom, believed in the alliance, and resolved to open a new future. For 234 years, the Congress has been the symbol of freedom and democracy. This chamber embodies the spirit of the Constitution. I am honored to address the members of Congress and the people of the United States. Over the past century, we have faced many threats, but the U.S. has always led the world in defense of freedom, and the U.S. leadership established a new world order based on free trade. It brought peace and prosperity throughout the world. But prosperity was limited to free market economies where communist totalitarian nations did not participate. The world was divided into democratic and communist blocs. In 1950, the Korean Peninsula was on the front line of this divide. North Korea's surprise attack threatened the peace on the Korean Peninsula. Korea's freedom and democracy were on the brink. At that decisive moment, the U.S. did not look the other way. Korean and American soldiers stood shoulder to shoulder and fought bravely. Sons and daughters of America sacrificed their lives to defend a country they never knew and a people they never met. Over the course of the war, almost 37,000 U.S. soldiers fell. Korea will never forget the great American heroes who fought with us to defend freedom. Today, our alliance is stronger than ever, more prosperous together, and more connected like no other. Indeed, it has been the linchpin safeguarding our freedom, peace, and prosperity. Once a recipient of aid, Korea is the only nation in modern history to become a donor. This itself demonstrates the success of our alliance. The ties of our cooperation and exchange span over 140 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations in 1882. In the late 19th century, American missionaries helped to widely introduce the values of freedom and solidarity to Korea. These values are the foundations of Korea's constitution. They have made a huge impact on our independence movement and the founding of Korea. Horace Underwood, Henry Appenzeller, Mary Scranton, and Rosetta Hall are some of the missionaries to set foot in Korea at the end of the 19th century. They built schools and hospitals. They promoted education of women. Known as the miracle of the Han River, Korea's economic growth rate was unrivaled. Korea was one of the least developed countries after the war. Its annual income was just $67 per capita. Now, its economy ranks 10th in the world. Seoul was once reduced to ashes. Now it is one of the world's most vibrant digital cities. Busan was once flooded with war refugees. Now it is the world's second largest port city in terms of transshipment volume. Korea is winning the hearts of global citizens. It is dynamic, freedom is thriving, and democracy is robust. For over 7 years in the history of the alliance, we worked together in the military and security sectors. We also expanded our cooperation in the economic field. Our relationship has evolved from one unilateral assistance to a partnership that is mutually beneficial. Korean companies' investment in America has tripled, and U.S. companies' investment in Korea has nearly doubled since 2011. Korean companies are contributing to vitalize the U.S. economy. They are producing EV batteries, semiconductors, cars, and other products here in America. And more importantly, they are creating decent, well-paying jobs. Take Austin, Texas. Samsung's semiconductor plant has created nearly 10,000 jobs as of 2020. Take Bryan County, Georgia. Hyundai's EV and battery plant is expected to be operational by late 2024. It will produce 300,000 electric vehicles every year and employ thousands of Americans. It is an example of Korean and American companies merging to achieve even greater growth. I hope to see more economic cooperation in other parts of America. Today, our democracy is at risk. In many parts of the world, false propaganda and disinformation are distorting the truth and public opinion that are basis of democracy. We must work together and fight the forces of falsehood and deception that seek to destroy democracy and the rule of law. Korea will stand in solidarity with the international community and will do what we can for the freedom of humanity. As I took office last year, I pledged to rebuild Korea, a nation belonging to the people, rooted in freedom, democracy, and market economy, a nation that the people can be truly proud of, as it fulfills its role as a responsible member of the international community. Together with the U.S., Korea will play the role as a compass for freedom and will safeguard the freedom of citizens of the world. Yesterday, President Biden and I adopted a joint statement. It presents a vision of the alliance in action towards the future. Together, our two countries will broaden our alliance. Together, we'll lead in innovation beyond security and foreign policy. We'll work closely on artificial intelligence, quantum technology, bioscience, and open RAN. Our partnership in the cutting-edge semiconductor industry will contribute to establishing stable and resilient supply chains. It will also address economic uncertainties. Together, we will open another new successful chapter and explore new frontiers in outer space and cyberspace as the world's top technological powers, leading innovation and creativity. Freedom, human rights, and democracy are the very foundations of our bonds. Our alliance is for justice, peace, and prosperity. Together, our alliance will continue to move towards the future. We'll build a world of tomorrow that opens endless opportunities for our future generations. I look forward to everyone being on board for a new journey together. God bless you. God bless the United States of America, and may God bless our great alliance. Thank you. 윤 대통령님은 이 미의회 연설을 통해 한국과 미국의 70년간 이어져 온 끈끈한 동맹 관계에 대한 신뢰를 강조하셨습니다. 또 자유세계와의 연대, 미래를 향해 나아가자는 희망의 메시지를 전하셨습니다. 우리는 지금 전쟁과 가짜뉴스 등으로 평화와 민주주의가 위협받고 있는 세계 정세 속에 놓여 있습니다. 이 문제들은 민주주의와 자유에 대한 신념으로 하나된 동반자 국가들과 굳건히 손을 맞잡고 연대해 나갈 때 극복이 가능합니다. 이렇게 국제사회의 자유진영과 협력해 나갈 때 찬란한 미래에 대한 희망을 가지는 것이 꼭 불가능한 것만은 아니라는 매우 도전적이며 진취적인, 또한 상호 존중이 기반이 된 사랑과 희망의 약속, 자유와 연대의 정신을 이어받아 거침없이 미래 속으로 나아가기를 바라며 이 말씀 마치겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 최한술님, 윤석열 대통령님의 미 의회 연설을 직접 영어로 각색하셔서 낭독을 해주셨는데요. 마지막 사랑과 희망의 약속, 자유와 연대의 정신을 이어받아 거침없이 미래 속으로 나아가기를 바란다는 그 말씀이 너무 감동적이었습니다. 최한술님께 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.